Hey, if you grew up around here or the Midwest, it's likely that you've heard of or eaten at a Famous Dave's restaurant. Now, the man behind this barbecue staple, Famous Dave himself, Dave Anderson, he's been really busy up in Hayward, Wisconsin. He's moving on to his next big dream, and it has nothing to do with barbecue. So I headed to Hayward to check it out for myself. It's been about the barbecue ever since Dave can remember.
I can honestly say I never really got into barbecue more than I was born into it.
To us, he's Famous Dave, a champion pitmaster known for his award-winning barbecue. But for Dave Anderson, he tells me it all started from humble beginnings.
My dad's a full-blood Choctaw Indian from Idabel, Oklahoma. My mom is from the Lakota tribe in Hayward, Wisconsin.
Dave's parents met at an Indian boarding school in Kansas and later moved to Chicago, where Dave got his first taste of what would ultimately be his destiny.
I can remember him opening up this newspaper wrapped rack of ribs, and my dad took one and he handed it to me. And the first time I tasted that smoky, juicy, tender, fall off the bone rib, I knew right then and there I was going to have to learn how to make ribs like that.
And that's exactly what he did, learning Southern barbecue from his dad, how to cook from his mom, and getting business basics from powwows. Dave's focus for the next 20 years was working on perfecting every barbecue recipe, which led Dave to opening up his first Famous Dave's restaurant in Hayward, Wisconsin in 1994.
By the end of that first summer, we're serving over 6,000 people a week.
Business was booming, but behind the scenes, Dave was struggling with an alcohol addiction.
We were about a year open when my wife came to me and said, Dave, Famous Dave's is never going to be around if you don't get sober. That was probably the best decision I ever made in my life. It's been a great 28 years.
Now sober, Dave was laser focused on expanding.
I think at the height of Famous Dave's, we had almost 200 Famous Dave's that stretched all the way from Oregon and California to Washington, D.C.
Famous Dave's became a publicly traded company and was sold last year to a Canadian restaurant group who bought it for $200 million.
I'm often asked, are you still part of Famous Dave's? Well, I don't think they can get rid of this. I mean, after all, I am Famous Dave.
And although his original rib shack in Hayward was lost in a fire back in 2014, Dave is embarking on a new venture.
It turns out that all these years making the best barbecue sauces using natural fruit juices that I've become an award-winning winemaker.
Dave's family farm in Hayward growing not only fresh fruit for wine, but also fresh veggies for Dave's other passion, pizza.
All the years that I was working to make the best ribs, I also was playing around with making the best pizza. So in 2019, we opened up Tamarack Farms Pizza and Winery. And I think you're witnessing the launch of probably America's next best pizza concept.
Pizza's been done and everyone says they have the best pizza, so what makes your pizza the best?
Everybody says they have the best pizza, but when the people say you have the best pizza, that's a whole different story.
If the parking lot and long lines are any indication, Dave tells me they usually sell out.
Tamarack Farms Pizza will become Big Dreams Pizza, and then we're going to franchise it all over America because it's the only pizza that inspires young people to have their own big dreams. And here in America, anything is possible.
Allow me to wipe the drool off my mouth watching that story. The ribs and the pizza, the curled up pepperoni.
Oh, the pizza was really good. So they do still sell Dave's famous barbecue recipe at the restaurant, but pizza and the wine are really a big draw too.
Okay.
He tells me he's currently looking right now for locations in the Twin Cities with his business partner for Big Dreams Pizza, where essentially they're going to share awe-inspiring stories from people who had the odds stacked against them like Dave did, and then persevered. So you're going to go there. He says he wants to be like the Wheaties box of pizza places. You go there, you get your pizza, and you get to read about really cool individuals.
Yeah, it was great to hear his story, great to hear where he came from, and good to see this writing. A lot of people have been asking about Famous Dave and what he's been up to. And
go visit him in Hayward.
Yeah.
It's so good.
Looks like a
I'm
good
telling
time.
you. All right, let's get out to meteorologist